I think that some people in the media are finally starting to get what some of us are talking about. Found a really interesting article from Forbes that I want to go over with you guys, but I wanted to start here first. Into the Spider-Verse, I think, was a pretty good movie. In fact, Spider-Man 2 is number one when it comes to Spider-Man movies for me. I would put Into the Spider-Verse at number 2. I thought it was a really good movie. Did a lot of things right. And it really did a good job of introducing Miles Morales to people. A lot of people probably have never read the comics. This movie did the best job with him that I've seen yet. And it felt natural, and it was trying to tell a story. You know what it didn't do? It didn't remind you of who Miles Morales is every 5 seconds. A black Hispanic kid. It just told you a story, and that's what made it good. It didn't feel pushed or preachy or trying to put a lecture on people. It just told a good story. And I think that's why most people enjoyed the movie. And then you have movies like Black Panther that do the same thing. These movies don't feel like they're trying to push anything or be preachy. But then you have the announcement of Black Superman coming soon. This movie feels forced, and it doesn't feel natural because they're not even using Val Lord or the other version. I think it's just Kal-El, not with the space. I don't know too much about that one. Val Zod, I'm a little bit more familiar with. But they're going to move forward with him. He's going to be Clark Kent, but this time he's black. That's the difference. Okay? And they announced this on Henry Cavill's birthday too, by the way, which was kind of disrespectful considering he has a pretty large fan base with him as Superman. I think he's a great Superman. The problem is a lot of the material just wasn't that good for him, but he's a damn good Superman. But instead of, we're going to explore the multiverse aspect of Superman, no, we're just going to reboot Superman now, and we're going to have a person of color play him. Just to try to capture Black Panther money, which is what they're doing. That's why they're doing this. They for some reason can't figure out how to make a Superman movie, which I don't understand why that is. You just go back and watch the Christopher Reeve movies, and you can figure that out pretty easily. But they don't want to go that route. For one, they don't want to celebrate America, which is kind of something that character does. I mean, he says truth, justice, and the American way. Even though that's taboo now. Now it's, I believe that they've changed it to truth, tolerance, and I don't even think they say the American way anymore. So they're going to do it this way. It's going to be terrible. Ta Nehisi Coates is a terrible writer. That's putting aside the nasty things the man has said. It's being done to get a buck. It's being done to get money. There's no other reason to do this other than to try to capture Black Panther money, which isn't going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And a lot of people are starting to call that out. I was really surprised to see this. Box Office Hollywood is using diversity to justify potentially doomed franchise reboots. Now, I actually agree with some of the stuff old Scott Mendelson says in this article, which is crazy. And it's crazy that Scotty Mendelson is writing this because Scott is a good soldier for Hollywood in entertainment. He's a good soldier. He regularly gets on the cross for just about every company, and he was the biggest defender of The Last Jedi. And now he's writing stuff like this. Better be careful, Scott. They might start calling you racist. But one of the points he makes in here is that it's exactly what I'm saying, that they're doing this, like the Superman reboot that they're doing it just to try to reboot the movie and try to make some money. And they're saying, well, this time, this is Clark Kent, but he's black. And it's just probably going to fail. It's going to fail. And it's crazy to see a Hollywood shill finally coming to terms with this fact. Now, some of the things I don't agree with are, like, he defends he defends Terminator Dark Fate and says that like Terminator should have went woke 20 years ago. The point that he misses, that he almost grasps with this article, he almost gets it right. It's not that movies don't need to, no one cares at the end of the day as long as the movie is good, right? But when you do it just to do it and blatantly push woke narratives, which is exactly what Terminator Dark Fate did, it fails. But when you take good movies like Into the Spider-Verse, right? You can take representation and put it in there, and it's not the plot of the movie, right? It's just there, it's natural, it works. But then you take stuff like Terminator Dark Fate, and it's in your face. There's no reasons for it. Like, there was a reason that things happen in Spider-Verse. In Terminator Dark Fate, they just blow John Connor away in the first 2 minutes. Well, get ready for John Connor's replacement. A 5'4" Latino lady. It's like, are you what? We already had the savior guy, you know. Now you're taking Arnold, turning him into a draper, rides around like changing bedroom attire for children, and you have metrosexual Kyle Reese, and then Grandma Sarah Connor. Like, no one wants to watch this. And it was just done it was done to think, okay, well, we can grab this woke narrative for points and money. They think that they can just slap all this woke stuff on there and it's going to make money. And that's something that he does point out kind of vaguely in this article, that the reason that Hollywood's doing all of this stuff is to try to make money. They don't really care about the things they're pushing. And that's something that I think a lot of people miss. All these corporations, they only do this to make money. This is why they all work with China, where China literally has slave labor. You think if they actually cared about humanity and all this stuff, they'd be over there doing that? No. A lot of people skip over that and don't really come to realize that. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.